If you Google Clipchamp, it will take you to this page, and you can click on any, like the free editing link or the first one, and it brings you here. So you can sign in if you have an existing Microsoft account. You can continue with a specific email you want. You can also download it onto your phone or your computer. It is free. It's got an intuitive interface and really easy to use. The home tab shows these features, so you can just straight away click from here to create a new video. AI has been integrated into this Clipchamp software as well, so you can click on the create a video with the AI tool will look at what is in each of these very soon. You can also record yourself, so right from your webcam or screen recording, and there's a text to speech functionality where you can choose from so many different languages. If you click here to create a new video, you have all these options. So import from your OneDrive, from Google Drive, Dropbox, Xbox, mostly from my computer. So all you need to do is click on this press button, or you can just even drag and drop, as easy as that. And so this is about the import functionality and on this toolbar. And when you go to record, you can screen record. So I can record. So if you want to do a voiceover on the video, or you just want to even just record audio for some other purpose. So the very cool feature they've added to this is the audio. So even if you just want to, so the very cool feature they've added to this is the audio. So even if you just want to record an audio that you will use later, or you just want audio, so clearly this is easy. You click on the button and you say whatever you want to say. It will you can save it, and it goes into your media log. The text to speech, you just click on it here, it comes onto your timeline. So this area here where you drag and drop your media or audio or text to speech, it comes along the timeline. And this is similar for CapCut and most video editing tools. You have your timeline where you can place it along any time within your timeline. So to move media or audio along the timeline, you just click and drag, and it goes wherever you feel you'd like to place it. With the text to speech, you go to the properties section. There's a whole variety of languages. And another thing is, in the content library, you can either put in a search. So let's say drinking. It's got different categories, so stickers, images, videos on drinking, songs, sound effects, music, background, so many you can choose from. And if you specifically just want audio, you just straight away go there, then you don't have to look through all the other selections. Or if you just want visuals, you can specifically choose what you want, like you just want a background, and you just click on the plus button and it brings it on your timeline, or you drag and drop, as simple as that. Selecting, or if you're just looking for ideas as well, you can just ignore the search and look through. You can choose from videos. There's a lot of backgrounds, images you can select from. from, and all of these are free. All of these are free. Also, because you can select from here. If you want only free ones, then you don't have to, skim through all the premium ones when you can't have them if you haven't. So you can restrict or filter your selection by clicking free. So then when you search all these things, all the results that come will be free ones you can choose from. Otherwise, if you don't make the selection, then you get all the options. With text, there's a variety of options you can choose from. If you want just plain text, you just type text overlay, just type in on your video. You can just do that. And you can change the color just from here. Let's see how red works. No, it hasn't. Hold on. Select now. I hadn't selected it before. So yeah, you can change the color. You can change the font from here. You can change the size also. And there's other options. You can rotate, reposition if you want it centered, left, right. And there's more options on the properties section that you can also do some advanced editing if you want to in terms of the text. And if you want a few more text styles, there are other options. And if you, let's say you want to have a title page or a title screen before the actual video shows, and it's an image, you can have an image, just so you can, again, like I said, you can move anything along the timeline. So I can move this again to come to another time within the timeline where I feel that's where I want it. So some of the title slides, let's try and choose this fireworks one. So let's say I want my title slide to be different. I've chosen the text. Now I can go back to content and look at backgrounds. If it's just a background I want, there are different types of backgrounds. Let me just do a random one. So for backgrounds, again, you can have videos and images. Yeah, okay. This is quite a lengthy background, but I don't need the whole thing. So what you can do is just to cut it. So we use this split tool here in with the scissor icon. So you click on what you want to cut, just like you would trim on other editing tools, and just delete the rest that I don't want. And now I can sort it up here and also rearrange the time here. And the timeline arranges or adjusts itself automatically as you move things along. And again, this bin booking icon you can use to delete any gaps. So let's say I want this audio recording to come here. Of course, dragging, I can drag, but I can also just click on this delete icon and it brings it where I want it to. So we have a text overlay here, and you can reduce the timeline section if you want to see more of your work. And to edit this text style, again, you come to its properties here. I can make the size bigger. I can change the color. And for colors, if there's, I have just set this as my palette because they are colors I use often. You can also select from the screen using this dropper, or you just go on the wheel and type in your hex color number in this slot. Oh, I think I still have my thing on. You can just type in the hex value here if you know it, or just try and choose from the color wheel. Okay, so that's about the colors. And we've gone through the text. In the tools section, and each tool will come up with more options just beside it. And one other thing, in this section here, you can put in the title of your video. I'll just put drinking. If you don't want to see too much of this other pane, you can just close it or open it back by clicking on here. And for templates, yes, templates, there's so many templates to use. If you have a specific template you're looking for, again, you can search here. Otherwise, you can look at some of the options here. You can choose select free, so that it limits the options for you and you don't have to go through all the premium ones when you don't have a paid version. So these are lots of examples. You can just drag and drop it, or just click on the plus and it will slot into wherever in the timeline you had or you want it to be. As part of the content library, from the audio section, you can choose background sound, sound effects. Because this is a free version, I'll just select the free only. Let's say I want something that's related to corporate. You can type it in there and it will give some options of background or music you can use for corporate type videos, or if I want sound that has kind of like a funny take to it. Because if you have the premium option, you get way more options to choose from. So you can play here within the properties to listen to the music or sound, and then decide on which one you want, and you just click on the plus icon and it brings it on the timeline you want. And when you've got to a stage that you think you want to review your video in some detail, or in a zoom, you can use this to zoom in, just to get a sense of how it plays. But sometimes you have so many media on the timeline that you want to see where each is specifically placed, and to move things around. In that case, moving this bar up gives you more visibility on all the media on your timeline, so you can easily move things along. For the music, whether background or music you can also upload. So in your if you have your own sound that you'd like to include in your video, you can import it from here. What I have shown you is just where you're choosing from the free options that is within the Clipchamp app. So for example, for an audio, again, in the properties area, you can reduce the volume to as low or as high as you want it. So if, let's say, you've recorded someone and their voice is really low, you can use this functionality to take it to like as high as 200% to bring up the voice a bit more out and loud. You can speed up from here. You click on the audio first and then you speed up. Or if you've recorded a video of someone doing something and it took like 15 minutes and you want to capture the whole concept, of course a 15 minutes video on someone just maybe cutting onions is too long, so you can use the speed functionality to cut it short. So I'll click on this video, for instance, where it has me talking, and when I speed it up, you see that it reduces its length on the timeline significantly. But if it's a video where there's a voice with it, then it can be a bit tricky. If you speed it up too much, the speech will be a bit too fast and not sound really natural. You can speed up higher when it's a video without a sound. One other thing we haven't looked at is transitions. Many options to choose from depending on the type of video, the theme, and what you need. Different functionalities will work better than others. So there are different categories: zooming, pushes, cartoon style, transitions, glitches, etc. 3D options as well. So if you have no specific video or design in mind, a cool thing to do will be just to come to the templates, and the templates have been themed. So if it's celebration, for instance, you just choose from any of the options here, and once it's within the timeline, there's opportunities to there's some that you can't really change the color, but there are a couple of you can change the color, the font style, size. It's really, this tool is so good because most of the templates are free and there's heaps of options. There's Instagram style templates.
We'd like to ask our presenters, their own personal experience. So how did you discover this tool? What are some practical use cases? How has it helped your video editing?
In the past, I used to use just the inbuilt video editor that came with Windows, and it's been updated and improved to this level that is now called Clipchamp. So I've used it for, I was looking for other options. I have tried Premiere Pro, but the learning curve was a bit, for what I needed to do then, I needed to develop a video as quick as possible for workforce training. So I've used it a lot for tutorial type videos, demonstration, how to type videos, interview type videos, and I found it really, really easy to use, easy drag and drop, and very intuitive interface. I've produced over maybe 20 videos from this, a lot, and now my team uses it for a lot of other things they do as well.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I know for myself, I used to use Adobe Premiere a lot, but with these new tools, like it's as easy as drag and drops, like you said. Even Canva lets you edit videos as well.
These days, it does.
But I do like that this one is dedicated to video, so you probably will get a lot more.
And one other thing I've used it for also is screen recording. It's so good with screen recording, and a few of software type training where you have to demonstrate logging into the software, going into various aspects, and looking into, I've used it too for those type of videos, and it's been really helpful.